Hi guys, Paul here from PA Brew News. Got a beer here from the Southern Tier Brewing Company. I don't think I've ever reviewed on the channel. I have had it in the past, but I don't know if I ever reviewed it. I remember having it back in the day where a lot of the pumpkin beers were getting a little bit more crazy, and Dark of the Moon was out, and Night Owl, and things like that. This is Southern Tier's Warlock. Okay, and I don't usually do pumpkin beers, but I have had Southern Tier's Pumpkin. I had the barrel aged variant that I got when I was over at the brew house. You know what I mean? So I have had them. Rum King from Avery is really great. Those those kind of things. Not big on spice. I really don't like a lot of spice in beers. I like beers where you have a natural sedimentation, spice, those kind of things. But a lot of spice forward beers, not a big fan of. So limited Imperial Pumpkin Stout. 8.6, right? But 0.1 into that Imperial category for me that I consider. So happy about that. STBCbeer.com, of course. Southern Tier Brewing Company, Lakewood, New York. Beautiful tap house. Definitely go check it out. Beautiful area. Also, I believe they have a tap house now in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. PA Brew News, baby. PA Brew News, as you'll see this when you see it, is now 3 words. PA, Brew, and News. I don't know. I did this for reasons of getting exposure and possibly getting some subscribers. That's why I did it. If anyone wants to know, Brew, being solo, might make more subscribers. I know a lot of channels that have beer as a single word seem to have more subscribers than people that have it combined with other things, stuff like I don't even fucking know. I think I don't have subscribers because I'm really bad at what I do. But anyway, let's get into this one. I'll use the bottle opener of goodness that was made to me a long time ago by my friend Kevin. Thank you. Oh, come on now, boy. There it is. Crack it open. Put you back. Alright. My Southern Tier glass broke. It was one of the oldest glasses I had that was still functioning. So you've seen it on the channel a billion times. So here we go. Pour it in. Label out, folks. Very clear beer. See it right through the bottle. So not expecting anything too insane on the stout quality, Imperial Stout side of things, but yeah, let's check it out. By the way, listening to the Warlock soundtrack. I got it's actually got the gatefold, special gatefold release of Warlock. So if you're a 90s horror fan, you probably know this. It's a pretty cool release. So hopefully it doesn't start skipping all over the goddamn place. But all right, up to the light. Little notes of caramel and ruby hues kind of through the beer. Like I said, it didn't look like the darkest beer in the world when I was pouring it. I could see right through the bottle. So an aroma. Okay. Basically what I can say is that kind of that toasted graham cracker crust kind of vibe going on. A note of the pumpkin and that graham cracker crust. Soft roasty toasty underneath that, but definitely it has a nose of graham cracker crust. So cheers. Definitely a bit thin. Medium size, a medium body. Goes down pretty smooth. Feel a little bit of something going over there with the adjuncts. And a little bit of that 8.6. So, but yeah, definitely a bit thin. You get a nuance of that kind of graham cracker crust thing. It's not a sweet beer. It's a very dry beer. And I think that's the thing is about this one. It almost seems like it should be kicked up. It should be sweeter. It should be this. It should be that. More robust. More this. More high BV. Like a little bit of everything to make it like a pastry stout almost. I mean, that's the new trend anyway. So a pumpkin pie is a pastry. So, uh-oh. I think I'm on an epic skip right now. I'm okay with that. Cool. And we're back. So, so there it is. Use the pause function. Don't do that very often on the channel. No edits. We just go chaos. But I decided I'll be technology friendly and use pause today. It would be funny because I just kind of dropped it back down. If it went right back to it and started doing it all over again, that'd be my luck. This is a novel. Yeah! Fuck yeah! Hey, you know my luck. But anyway, this is an approachable beer. It's a novelty beer. It's just what to be drank for the reason to be drinking it. It's just like, oh, you want some spiced up little dark ale? That's all it is. It's just novelty. It's completely drinkable. The taste overall, though, like, they don't have a good base beer for this. It tastes like a porter. And it doesn't taste like an 8.6% porter either. It just tastes like a plain Jane, there you go. And then you have, like I said, that nuance of a graham crackery crust to it. So that, I like the fact that it's not really heavily spiced, though. It's on that pumpkin pie vibe without getting crazy on the really harsh, especially cinnamon. I hate it. This isn't really overly spiced. There's just sometimes I can't handle a lot of spice in beers. The only thing that I think that this beer would make it really enjoyable if there was a pronounced sweetness, like a vanilla or something, kind of a tonality, a milk sugar and vanilla tonality, and a beefier stout quality. This would be a really good beer then. Don't get me wrong, there is spice to this. There is something that reminds me like a little bit of an allspice or nutmeg and a little bit of cinnamon in it when I burp. But there's sometimes where it's so much where you just like, it's just ruining everything. Every your senses being bombarded by a spice cupboard. That's a little bit too much for me. I would say this is an as advertised beer, and I would say it's solid for what it's trying to do. I think the ABV is correct for an Imperial Stout. I think the base beer is a little light for an Imperial Stout. But for what it is, I think it is a standard textbook kind of style of a beer. Like I made a pumpkin pie Imperial Stout. Oh yeah, you did. You know what I mean? One of those kind of deals. So. I'll give it a 7.5. I think it's definitely a solid beer. Limited edition. It is a novelty beer. It's there for what it's there for. You know what I mean? But then I got the Warlock and the Warlock. So there you go. And you know what? This movie was there for what it was there for, and there you go. And it's not going to be any amazing masterpiece, and neither is this beer. So it kind of matches up a little bit, though. Anyway, this has been Paul from Baby News. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger. Ooh,